No, no, no! Our sponsor Vernal sent over this beautiful, solid walnut desktop. We can't be covering it with some RGB monstrosity and these damned cables. Which is why we didn't. Inside the seemingly normal desk in front of me is one of our coolest projects yet. A near invisible gaming setup. It features a powerful AMD Ryzen CPU, desktop class graphics, and a modular I/O interface powered by the one and only, investment disclosure, Framework. And all it took to get here was a little bit of vision.
So you want the motherboard in the wood? How's that gonna work, man?
I don't know. I just have visions. Now, if you excuse me, I have an important vision to have. Linus out!
Is he coming back? Vernal goes the extra mile and pre-installs threaded inserts, making it easier to install the legs, keyboard trays, or other accessories without damaging the desktop. That's gonna help us modify this thing. You know, once we figure out everything that has to go into it. We'll start with the biggest and therefore trickiest piece, our Framework 16 laptop motherboard. It's already got decent performance specs, so that's a plus, but it falls a little short for gaming compared to the latest desktop GPUs. My first thought was to get an extra powerful mobile GPU, like a RTX 5080 on an MXM module. That'd be ample performance, thin profile to integrate into our desktop. Unfortunately, from what we've heard, NVIDIA mostly doesn't allow their partners to make these anymore, which is probably what killed cool form factors like ASRock's old Desk Mini. I got distracted by external GPUs for a bit, but then I realized it'd be cheaper and probably take up less space to just get a desktop GPU and adapt it to the Framework somehow. Maybe with one of the M.2 slots? Yes. After liberating this from Jake's desk, a little bit of machine time, we're ready to build. All we need is someone with the vision to... Do I have to say this line? Someone with the vision to bring it all together.
You rang? This actually looks really great, you guys. I'm so excited to build. You did say the motherboard was the trickiest part, right?
Yeah. Why don't we start there?
What a great place to start indeed. Now, we could have designed a custom cooling solution for the motherboard, but we thought, why would we do that when the Framework laptop, which, by the way, you can get replacement parts for from Framework's website, already has a cooling solution that happens to be about the thickness that we would want to integrate it directly into our desk. So what we did was take this piece of the bottom of the Framework laptop, scan it using these tracking dutes and one of our handheld scanners, then create a 3D printed motherboard tray that has standoffs for both our motherboard as well as our cooling solution.
It actually turned out we didn't need to scan because Framework actually gives you CAD models.
How are they so cool? Anyway, that goes aside for now while we talk about the motherboard we're going to be using. Or rather, I should say motherboard and heatsink. It's got a SiC vapor chamber cooler, a couple of upgradable SODIMM memory slots, ample M.2 storage, and a bit of an elephant in the room. See, Framework uses this custom interface to get double the bandwidth that you would normally have from an M.2 slot for the theoretically upgradable GPU in the Framework 16. It would have been great if we could have used that for our graphics card. But unfortunately, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, even though Framework makes the specs of this interface available to the community, no one has as yet created an adapter from this to a standard PCIe slot. So instead, we're going to be using the M.2 adapter that we got from Jake. This goes from the M.2 slot, which is right here, to an Oculink port, which you might actually be familiar with if you've looked at some of the really cool eGPU solutions that there are for laptops that are still laptops instead of literal desktops. I'm good to install this now then, right?
Just about.
Oh, we'll need a power button.
So this part goes to the board.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we just screw that onto the interface thing and that's just what holds it together?
Yep.
Nice. What's cool about this is that theoretically, this PCIe bay is still available.
Yep.
That's awesome. I mean, we'd have to do some work to get access to it to actually install anything in it, but okay.
Nice and easy.
Here we go. Dude, ever since they announced the Framework 16, I have wanted to do something like this, like use it to make an ultra slim computer of some sort. What I originally envisioned was actually like PS2 slim, like console though.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like a console PC, especially because with AMD's onboard graphics being what they are, it's reasonably powerful now. Dude, this is sick.
The team spent a lot of time making this happen. Turned out really well.
Dude, this looks amazing. Really well is underselling it. I love it. You guys haven't even seen the finishing touches yet. All right, so there's our power button. Next up is our power supply, which
Looks slightly modified to me.
is slightly modified. See, under normal circumstances, we would use these two modular connectors to plug into the 24-pin power connector on our motherboard. And the green and black cables, which in this case are white and white, are what are used to short them, activate the power supply, and turn on the computer. But two small problems. One, our motherboard doesn't have a 24-pin power connector. And two, even if it did,
We're not powering the motherboard from this thing.
we sure aren't. This is just for the GPU, meaning that we want power running all the time. So what we did was we took our green and black wires and we just bridged them. So anytime this is on, it's on. You're like, he's on. Dance off.
Oh God.
For mounting, we've got this nice little aluminum bracket that Justin cooked up with our metal brake. 75% of the screws align with the holes on the back. I consider that a B.
We just save money on screws, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. Besides, Justin's got his priorities straight. Who cares if you can fit all 4 screws in your mounting bracket if your SATA cable isn't long enough? Extendo changeo.
I think that's for our fans.
Fans and PCI bracket.
Why don't we throw the GPU in and
Yeah.
then we can nail this down? No, screw it down, screw it down. We would never nail in a GPU.
You could use nails.
It'd be funny.
It's wood.
For our GPU, we've gone with a Radeon 7800 XT because we had some compatibility issues with NVIDIA cards that frankly we can't explain at this time. Also, AMD, the competitor, please survive. We've got all the cable management sorted out there, so I guess, yeah,
we'll
we'll
see.
attach it to the adapter. Parfait. And then this just basically,
Clips in here first, I think.
ooh, I like it. She slides in at the back and it hooks onto the shroud. And then we just put it under this block here and we can screw it in from this side.
Perfect.
Dang, that's actually like not gonna fall off the bottom of the desk, which is all we need.
Will it cut the top of your knees off?
No, your knees should be more like here. And if you look, the profile of this is actually about the same as the profile of the desk leg, like cross brace already. This is gonna be sick, dude.
Let's plug in our fans. Basically, the fans from the laptop blow out the sides.
Yeah.
So
We need to get
needed
the
somewhere
air
to get
out
it
of the cavity.
I'll do power for the fan with this Noctua speed controller we hooked up to a SATA adapter.
And meanwhile, I can do power for the GPU, which probably would have been easier to do before we screwed it in.
Why don't you unscrew it with your screwdriver from lttstore.com.
Very clever merchant there. I think I can do it without it.
Next, we need a couple of USB cables
A couple, you say?
to run to our modular inputs.
Ah, yes. The well-known brand Chenlenik.
My favorite.
I can't wait till we have our LTT store cables coming in a while. You'll be able to actually believe what we say on them. It'll be great. It is worth noting that the USB specification does not actually include provisions for extensions. So even if this doesn't work perfectly, we're not going to blame Chenlenik. Anyway, we're going to be running these from our 5 remaining available USB-C ports on our Framework 16 motherboard. One of them is dedicated for power, to our modular interface here at the front. And this is another example of how cool it is that Framework makes all of the drawings available for their modular interface cards as well as the slots that they go into. Justin was able to create these 3D printed adapters that will allow us to take these other cables, take the female end, put it into here, and Bob's your uncle. Yay! Look at that. Then we just need to screw down the holder that keeps these female adapters in place. And with any luck, this will work. We're using couplers, oh boy.
Only on the males.
Yeah, good luck everybody. Now this is a fun little design quirk, we could call it. I wouldn't say oversight, I'd say quirk. Both of our little bays here were made to accommodate 3 cards, which is a total of 6, which is too many. But that's okay, because the Framework community is ever creative, and someone made this cup holder.
It's gonna not hold much of a cup, eh?
You know, you might have just a little bit of thirst.
I'm just gonna hook up the display output, and I've already hooked up the power for the motherboard. They're gonna come out through a little channel here.
We love Justin. He's great. Cable management is not his strong point.
See, do you know what the hilarious thing is? I did the cable management photos on the website.
Okay, so cable management is a strong point of his. He just didn't do it today. We kind of had to source the cables that we had, and so things are going to be a little bit tight in here. Yeah, we'll just get this as flat as we can because as much as we'd love to just leave these fans exposed and leave the back of this board exposed, we wouldn't love that. We're going to be installing a cover.
Justin, bring it in, buddy.
Whoa, let's go! Sick, boys. We need a very exciting cover. Let's go. Sick. Wait, before we screw this in, should we maybe clean the underside of it?
Yeah, we probably
Okay, sorry, I gotta remove all of these then.
That's fine. We got threaded inserts in there.
Built into the desk? We're
Yep.
just using the locations?
They're already in there.
Okay. Actually kind of cool. Vernal really did give us an excellent starting point with their premium materials and construction, like the beautiful walnut top and, of course, the legs, which they've tested for 20,000 lift cycles, so they can confidently claim that their desk will lift and lower up to 125 kilograms for years without impacting the lifespan of the motors. Vernal backs that claim up with a 15-year warranty. You can see all of their options on their website, including different sizes of desks, different tops, including 3 beautiful solid wood options like the one we've got here. And while you're there, you can check out their matching accessories, which will show off some of our favorites later. Laminated desks start at just
$649.
and you can check out the description for an additional discount. Now let's get back to building. There we go, beauty. And the beast. No, 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 no. Oh, these are too long. No, they went through the top. Oh my God.
They didn't go all the way through,
They went through a bit.
but it did go through a bit.
Oh, no.
Are there supposed to be washers?
No, I think these screws are just too long.
I thought the acrylic was cracking a little bit, so I kept looking at it. I was like, oh no, it seems okay. It was the wood. No!
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, Jordan, I didn't know.
Me neither. It's okay. It happens.
You're sure these are the right length now?
Yeah, I just double checked.
Okay. That's okay, no one will notice. Not like they'll have seen us do this on camera.
We need to install like a walk-in freezer so we have somewhere to go cry.
Hey Justin, that should be your next project.
A crying booth?
Making a DIY crying booth.
Buy your DIY. There we go.
I think I'd have to buy you guys a crying booth. I mean, that would just make you want to cry more if I was too cheap to get you one.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, like make it yourself, really? Come on, I'm not heartless.
But think of the reward after we build it. We get to cry in it when we're done.
All right, before we can flip it over and assess the damage, let's go ahead and get our leg controller installed. Justin said I wouldn't be able to put these in without the pilot holes, so I challenged myself to have it done by the time he gets back with the drill.
I mean, he's back. Technically, I think you won.
We'll call it a draw.
Done. Here's another fun bit. Their interface has anti-accidental touch. So if you just like bump it, then it's good, I guess. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. We'll show it to you later. Dude, this looks kind of sick. I mean, it's no DIY perks, but like, hey, that's never what we aspired to be.
Yeah.
This is much faster and easier. You could potentially do this. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hop. Oh, wow, it's actually really heavy. Okay. Oh, don't look at that.
Could be worse.
It could be in a worse position too. We can probably cover that with the monitor. Don't look for it, don't look for it. If you don't look for it, it's not there.
Honestly, you can barely even tell.
Yeah, exactly.
We're sorry, Vernal.
This is sick. So here's our modular interface. I put a couple USB-Cs and a USB-A at the front. Then over here at the side, I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I want an HDMI so that I could plug in like a secondary display sometimes if I want, another USB-C. Oh, and of course my cup holder. Okay, so first I'm gonna try to accidentally press it. Okay, now I'm gonna try to intentionally press it. All right. Dude, this is sick. Like, how low would I have to go to realize that there is a flipping computer in this desk? Okay, from where I am, still can't see it. Okay, now I can see it. I would have to be this far under the desk to be able to see the acrylic and the grill for the power supply and the GPU and stuff. Like, this is freaking awesome. Oh, I got my fingerprint sensor power button down here. It's all stealthy. Oh, can I press it now?
It's on already.
Are we, oh.
I think.
Am I supposed
Monitor's
to have
on.
an output? Oh, the monitor's on.
There it is.
Dude, we're about to game, aren't we? Gonna try out my modular I/O here. Boop. This is freaking clean. It's like it's just floating there. Display settings. Okay, what kind of hertz can we get? 60. Did we connect the antenna?
Yeah, I just had that thought about 30 seconds ago.
But wait, it's framework. Need Ethernet? There's a module for that. Dude, this is flippin' awesome. Check this out. Okay, here, let's fire up Doom the Dark Ages. Like, it's so clean. It is literally exactly the thickness of a desk. Are there some things about this that I would probably want to do differently second time around, like plugging in our Wi-Fi antennas and or not using USB couplers and extensions? Some of the USB ports not too worky, but now we've learned that for you. What kind of performance are we gonna get out of this thing? She's running a little warm. She's at 78 degrees, but she's also running a little fast, like 4 gigahertz right now. Got 32 gigs of RAM. What's that running at? 5,600 megatransfers per second. Hey, our GPU kicked in. That means my game must be launched in the background here. Let's go. Okay, settings. I want to be somewhat reasonable, so why don't we go 1440p, native, motion blur off, and ultra preset. I've seen gaming desks for sale, but are they really gaming desks if you can't game on them? This desk games. This is freaking awesome. I'm getting like 60 FPS in Doom the Dark Ages, which, okay, isn't running at the highest settings or anything, but I'm at 1440p ultra. It's running butter smooth. So that's another thing we'd probably want to take a closer look at second time around. But the overall result is shockingly well aligned with what I had wanted to achieve with the Framework 16 ever since I first laid eyes on it. Basically, turn it into the slimmest of slimmest gaming form factors. I think with a little bit more creativity on the power supply side of things too, we probably could have made it even slightly slimmer with like a DC to DC thing and some bricks that we just like embedded in the legs or something. But hey, you gotta leave something for V2, right? This is freaking awesome. I'd like to see your desk do this. Vernal's standing desk is 3 S's for stable, solid, and sturdy, even when it's raised up to its full height, which also gives us easy access to install accessories. Here are some of our favorites that they offer. If you guys enjoyed this project, why not go check out the first time that I tried to build a PC into the bottom of a desk? It used all desktop components and it was clunkier.